I started my job at Halberd Logistics 6 months ago. Nothing glamorous. I do inventory audits, mostly from a laptop the company issued me on my first day. It's an old machine, scuffed at the corners, with a sticker half peeled off the lid that just says, Asset 4471. I never thought twice about it, until the night I found the folder. It was late, maybe 11, and I was finishing a report before a deadline. I opened the File Explorer to grab a spreadsheet, and that's when I noticed it. A folder I'd never seen before, sitting quietly in the root of the C drive, named simply, Do Not Open, HR Use Only. I want to be clear. I've used this laptop every single day for 6 months. I know every icon on that desktop. I know the folder structure better than I know my own apartment. That folder had never been there before. And I hadn't installed anything. I hadn't downloaded anything strange. It was just there, like it had always existed, and I'd simply failed to notice it until that exact moment. I told myself it was some IT thing. Maybe a system update had added it. I clicked it anyway. It asked for a password. That struck me as odd because nothing else on this laptop was password protected. Not my documents, not my browser, nothing. Just this one folder, buried where no ordinary employee folder should be, with a lock on it like it was guarding something. I closed my laptop and went to bed. I told myself I'd ask IT about it in the morning, but I didn't sleep well. I kept thinking about the way the folder icon looked. Slightly different from the others, a shade darker, like it had been rendered by a different version of the operating system entirely. The next morning, I opened the laptop before coffee, half expecting the folder to be gone, some glitch resolved overnight. It wasn't gone. It was still there. But now there was a second one beside it. Do not open, HR use only 2. I stared at that for a long time. Folders don't duplicate themselves. Nobody else had touched this laptop. I live alone. Nobody had remote access as far as I knew. And yet there it was, an identical twin, same lock icon, same gray text. I did what anyone would do. I called IT. The man on the phone, a guy named Derek, sounded bored until I described the folder name. Then he went quiet. Actually quiet. No typing, no shuffling papers, nothing. Just silence for maybe 5 seconds, which on a phone call feels like an hour. Then he asked me very carefully what the asset number on my laptop was. I read it off the sticker. Asset 4471. He asked me to hold. I held for almost 10 minutes. When he came back, his voice had changed. He told me that laptop had been logged as decommissioned and destroyed 8 months ago, before I was even hired. I laughed, because that's what you do when your brain refuses the information it's just received. I told him that was impossible. I was using it right now. I was looking at it right now. My hands were on the keys right now. He asked me not to open the folder. He said it twice. Then he said someone would come by to collect the laptop personally, and that I shouldn't use it again in the meantime. He hung up before I could ask why. I should have listened. But it was sitting right there, humming quietly on my desk, screen still glowing with that gray lock icon staring back at me. 2 of them now. And I thought, what could it possibly hurt just to try a few passwords? My employee ID, my hire date, the company name. None of them worked, obviously, and each failed attempt made the folder icon flicker, just slightly, like something behind the screen was irritated. On the 4th attempt, the folder opened. I hadn't guessed the password. I want to be clear about that. It just opened on its own, like it had gotten tired of waiting. Inside was a single file, a photograph, and in it was this exact room. My apartment, my desk, my laptop, taken from behind me, from a spot in the corner where there is no window, no mirror, nothing that could have taken that picture. And in the photograph, I was sitting exactly as I was sitting right then, hunched over the laptop, my face lit up by the very same gray folder on the very same screen. The timestamp on the photo was from 6 months ago, my first day. I turned around. There was nothing behind me. Of course there was nothing behind me. I shut the laptop so hard the hinge cracked. I didn't sleep that night or the next. 3 days later, a man in a plain gray uniform came to my door, no company logo, no ID that I could see clearly. He didn't say much. He just held out a gloved hand and asked for the laptop. I gave it to him without a word. He nodded once, turned, and walked back to a van parked at the curb, a van with no markings at all. I watched it pull away and disappear around the corner. I still work at Halberd Logistics. I have a new laptop now, a newer model, nothing scuffed about it. I've checked the File Explorer every single day since. So far there's nothing unusual. But last week I noticed the desktop background had changed on its own. Just slightly. A photograph of an office, taken from a corner where there is no window. I haven't looked behind me since.